What is going on, guys? CJ here, and welcome back to another StallCraft video. Today we're going to talk about the Dead Man's Marathon. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Everything that it brought, my personal experience, and what the new game mode and content has to offer. So without further ado, let's hop right onto the video. Alright, the first thing I want to talk about is the Battle Pass. And let me tell y'all, this Battle Pass is pretty damn good. Whether you're a free player or whether you purchase the Battle Pass, there is a lot of content in here for everybody. There is tons of materials, as you can see, whether you're free or you paid for it. Things like 10 spare parts right out the gate is crazy. Being able to get advanced tools and a lot of the other things in here really make your experience a lot easier as you progress through the game. We did see a lot of new things in this Battle Pass. For example, the barter coupons. This is going to allow you to craft a lot of your craftables a lot easier. It's going to save you some of the materials, as you can see, a 30% discount in resources. So if you're just getting into the game and you're a new player, things like this will speed you up and get you faster into the end game. Now, when we look at some of the other fancier things that this Battle Pass gives, we got to look at this here shotgun, the Breacher Shotgun. It is indeed a sidearm, and it's a veteran rank sidearm, super good. It'll two-tap most things in the game, if not everything in the game apart from like Lomansk bosses, but it's a freaking insane shotgun. It looks really good, whether you have the skin for it or not, it doesn't really matter. Just the shotgun on its own is really strong, one of the strongest sidearms in the game, and you get it for free. All you gotta do is level up your Battle Pass, and it's relatively early as well. Another really insane thing that you're getting in this Battle Pass is the Samurai Katana. And let me tell you, this thing right here is crazy. 6.5 movement speed is nothing to laugh at. Backstab damage of 1.42. Damage to mutants of 1.47. Insane stats all the way around. And it looks freaking amazing. It is an insane weapon. Hands down my favorite melee weapon in the game. And being able to get a crazy good melee weapon with a crazy good sidearm from the Battle Pass for free, once again, without having to purchase it, is just insane in my personal opinion. Once again, we keep scrolling through, we see more and more resources. Now we're getting into the barter coupons of veteran rank. And these are going to save you 20% in resources, which is really freaking good. Some of these veteran rank crafts are going to take a crap ton of resources, so these are going to be insanely good. You have one for armor, you have one for weapons, so that's freaking insane. Then we get to the armor, the Phantom Hunter armor suit, and this is pretty freaking good. 3% movement speed, 20% carry weight or 20 carry weight, combat MVG, and relatively good stats. This is comparable to a lot of the early late game armors in the game. Nothing with serum, nothing crazy late game, but early late game, like you're just getting to Yanov, this armor is going to do wonders for you. And the fact that once again you get it for free is insane. I personally really like the look of this armor and what it has to offer. I haven't leveled it up past +5, but just at +5 is a pretty freaking good armor. And one thing that they didn't do on this Battle Pass is that they didn't add some crazy item all the way at the end, because some people might just miss it. They gave us the last item a little bit before the end of the Battle Pass, which is pretty damn good. And for people that decide to purchase the Battle Pass, as you can see up top, there's just a ton of sponsored gifts, there's a ton of crates, a ton of those very valuable spare parts. So overall, the Dead Man's Marathon Battle Pass is freaking good. I gotta tell you, if you got a little bit of money, you want to throw it at the game, the Battle Pass is definitely something you might want to check out. But I do want to give you a tip of advice. Don't buy the Battle Pass until you've leveled it up. Wait until the last day or second to last day, and if you've gotten your Battle Pass leveled up quite high, then purchase it. If not, don't do it. If you're someone that's very casual, doesn't have a lot of time to play the game, don't purchase the Battle Pass. You already get a lot of really good items for free, so just make sure that if you are going to purchase it, you get the bang for your buck. Alright, now let's talk about the cosmetic crates and the extra little Halloween packs. There are some nice things out here if you're looking to spend some money. The Dead Man's Marathon #1 Battle Pack is pretty damn good. If you've already maxed out the Battle Pass, it's even better. It gives you this nice little stonks charm. It gives you 10 cosmetic crates, 20 sponsor gifts, and 10 levels in Battle Pass points, which is pretty damn good. This is a very nice pack. If you're looking to buy something in the game, this pack is really damn solid. Nothing crazy, but it's definitely worth the points. Apart from this, they also added the Halloween packs, which we haven't really had any packs since I think last year during like Christmas time. We haven't really had any good packs be added to the game, and there are some pretty nice styles here. You have this armor style for the full Centurion, and then you have this for the RSH pistol. Overall, pretty damn solid. The price is a little bit expensive, at least for the Centurion skin, but they're not bad. They give you some extra stuff as well as some premium. So overall, pretty damn solid, and you already know if you're trying to get you some bonus, you got to get you the pea shooter. As for the style cases, your regular style cases. This time around, there are a couple things that are pretty nice compared to previous passes, and that katana skin, let me just tell you right here, the katana skin is hands down one of the best skins in the game. No doubt about it. There is just nothing else I can say. Just insane skin. The armor skin, Survivor, it's alright. It ain't nothing crazy. And then we have the ZFG skin for the F2000 Tactical. Overall, pretty damn good. The skins, pretty damn nice. Once again, nothing too crazy. Regular cosmetic stuff, regular packs. I just wanted to point that out. If you want to spend some money on this, I would preferably advise y'all to spend your money on the battle pack. And that's about it regarding the special cosmetic packs. Now let's get to the actual good part that everybody wants to talk about, and that is Dead Man's Marathon. What does it have to offer? For those of you that don't know what the event is, it pretty much reminds me of Tarkov or Hunt Showdown. Some say COD DMZ. I personally say the first two. We have a Battle Royale extraction format where you fight both NPC enemies as well as players. You complete an objective and you extract for more rewards, but thankfully, there isn't a closing circle that narrows the playable area as time goes by. Everyone starts out with the same gear, stats, consumables, and you explore the map, opening crates and completing events to loot the gear and make yourself stronger as you progress through the match. If you die, you lose all your gear and you gotta loot more crates, finish more events, or go back to your body and pick your stuff up. There are two types of players in the event: the normal soldiers and the infected COVID Ebola-filled zombies. They are tasked to kill players, and regular players just have to complete their task and get out by extracting. Pretty damn easy. Thankfully, there's only one squad of zombies per match because these dudes are pretty damn strong. Once you complete the objective, you will need to extract for maximum amount of points. If you die in the process or fail to complete your task, you will get less points towards your battle pass, meaning less crates, yada yada yada. Now, that's pretty much the breakdown of the event. Now let's talk about my personal experience. Overall, I gotta say, I like the event. I thought it was pretty damn fun. The map is cool. The guns in there are insane. Once again, the devs adding an event where the actual playable mode is better than 95% of the actual game. Guns are fun, interesting. They have perks and abilities that regular guns don't have in the entirety of the game, making your gaming experience so much better. That's one thing that I gotta point out. Those perks that the guns in the event have are insane. The way the event works is just extremely fun. There are so many things going on, whether you're fighting NPCs, you're fighting the zombies, just there's a lot going on for it, and I think it's really dope. The map is really nice, and it's really fast paced. There's a lot of things going around. There's teleporters that you can take that'll put you in different parts of the map, and overall, it's a blast. While it does get a little tedious sometimes, and it does get pretty damn hard when it comes to extracting between fighting other players and fighting zombies, it's still challenging and fun, even though it can get tedious. And if you don't have a team per se, you're gonna have a hard time, but that's just expected from any game mode or any game where playing with your friends or playing with other players is incentivized. Overall, I do think the game mode is insane. Just like the last event they had, I wish the developers would leave these game modes or make them part of the game because they're just so much fun. The game modes that we currently have, oh my goodness, ain't nobody playing them. They're more dead than the rest of the game. And these game modes would really change a lot of the scenery for StallCraft. So that's my overall review of Dead Man's Marathon when it comes to the actual content. Once again, they added a bunch of bosses, a bunch of unique weapon perks, a bunch of unique things. We got to actually test out the Gauss rifle here on NA, EU, and Southeast Asia. Overall, it was a lot of fun. And that's pretty much all I got to say for Dead Man's Marathon. Alright, for the last part of this review, we're going to talk about the event crates and overall rewards from the event. So first off, let's actually take a look at the rewards because there's a lot, and I say a lot of things in this event. I do want to say this event has the most things out of all previous events as rewards. There are a lot of things that you can get here. Once again, we have the schematic weapons for 2 new weapons added to the game. We have 2 backpacks, which are pretty damn solid. Honestly, if you're a brand new player and you get any of these 2 backpacks, you're freaking set. They're super good, they look insanely dope, and I highly advise that if you're a new player and you get one of these, start rocking it early on. We got 2 veteran rank armors, and they're pretty damn good. The Rat Catcher not only looks crazy, but it has some pretty nice stats, stamina, movement speed. That movement speed on the Rat Catcher, I want this armor badly. It's really good. 25 carry weight, overall great armor. And then the Grenadier is also pretty nice. Nothing too crazy, but not as fancy as the Rat Catcher in my personal opinion, even though it's still a pretty damn good armor. Then we have a crap ton of weapons, ladies and gentlemen. The Reaper, Dragonfly, OTS, the Grizzly, SOK. Oh my goodness. We have a lot of shit, guys. And personally, a lot of these weapons are pretty damn good. They might not be endgame meta good, but they're pretty damn fun. The Dragonfly, insanely fun weapon, super dope. I've seen it being used, and I think it's a really nice weapon for anybody that picks it up. Reaper looks insane. This thing looks beautiful, crazy, very Halloween-y, very cool. If you happen to get it, make sure you're rocking it. OTS is just a fun little sidearm, nothing special, nothing crazy. Grizzly, nice. Once again, nice shotgun. Quick, strong, and to the point. SOK is alright. Not the craziest weapon, but still, if you get it and you're early on in the game, it's going to do wonders for you. Another armor, the Stranger armor, looks really freaking nice. And on top of that, stamina, movement speed, carry weight, health regen, stamina regen, and minus bleeding? It might be a relatively shit armor in terms of its actual stats. But everything else is pretty damn solid when it comes to the actual armor set. Then we have a bunch of melee weapons that, as you can see, they're really nice. Some of these are really freaking good. Nothing as good as the katana because of that movement speed, but they're still pretty damn strong and they're pretty damn cool. We got a nice little cleaver, even though it's a machete. We have some crazy green looking armor or weapons here, which are pretty nice. You have your regular little skins, more melee weapons, a bunch of attachments, some pretty awesome skins, dare I say, a crap ton of little keychains, more paints, more attachments, more keychains, more paints. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, this event has a shit ton of rewards for you to get. If you're looking to gear yourself up, you're a new player, mid-game player, this event has it all in terms of what you can get to gear up your brand new account, mid-game account, or if you're a collector, this event is going to give you some of the best things ever. Now let's get on to the part that I find extremely messed up, and I'm highly disappointed that the developers decided to go this route. There are a couple of things that I'm not pleased at all when it comes to this event, and if you're someone that has been here throughout multiple events, you already know where I'm going with this. As we know, event crates go for 500 points. We have the serum that was introduced in the last event, and it goes for 500 points as well. And you got the batteries that are very popular that go for 100 points. Now, when it comes to selling items, for those of you that don't know, yes, you can sell the items that you get in the game for points in return. In previous events, you would be able to sell a lot of these items for pretty damn good amounts of points. Let's say you had 20 crates, you would get your goodies, sell your stuff back, and you would be able to get anywhere from 10, 12 crates and then open a little bit more. This time around, what the developers decided to do is cut the points that you can get from selling these items back by more than half. And when I say more than half, these charms, you used to get 100 points for them. Paint, you used to get 100 points. Now you get 25. Melee weapons, the rare ones, you used to get 500 to 1,000 depending on what rarity they were. Now you get 200. Armors, you used to get 1,000, now you get 500, so forth and so on. Making it nearly impossible to get more crates by opening crates. Now, we weren't expecting a 1-for-1 return, but back in the day we could open 4 crates and maybe get 1 or 2 back, where now we can open 4 crates and not even have enough to get half a crate. That is insanely scummy in my opinion, because it makes it so most players will never get a small portion of these items. It's just extremely freaking hard to get a lot of these things for a lot of people. That's the first problem that I have with the event when it comes to selling back your items. Back in the day, we've opened so many crates. I've put about $2,000 into the game just opening crates in previous events, and this time around, I put in about 100 and I said, I'm done. I did not like that they did that. There was no real reason to do that. The economy on all global servers, NA, EU, and Southeast Asia, are pretty much shit anyway, so doing this just made things harder for those that are, you know, either free to play or have limited time. And the only real people that have a chance to get a lot of these things are people that are spending heavy money on this. The next thing that I want to talk about is the blueprint system. Once again, they added the blueprint system. Now, for a while now, they haven't really added new guns into the game. They've added new guns and new weapons via the events, which is pretty damn cool. There are some pretty cool weapons, but they're so hard to get that I would say 1 to maybe 3% of the population get it. And if we're talking about people that don't spend money, we're talking about 5 out of every 10,000 players, maybe, that are able to get one of these weapons. They have a system where you can pretty much get yourself the blueprint if you have a higher tier blueprint. So let's say you have a red blueprint, you can exchange it for a veteran or purple rank blueprint. But they don't have a tier up system. So let's say I had 5 red blueprints, I cannot exchange it for the yellow blueprint. In the last event, a lot of people that spent money expressed how they felt about this system, and they asked the devs if they could add a system that if you had a certain amount of blueprints, you can tier them up, combine them to get a higher tier blueprint to make it that much easier. It still wouldn't make it easier. It would just make it a little bit easier, but it wouldn't make it something where the weapons would become common to everybody. It would still be very hard, and that didn't get added into the game. So once again, the blueprint system and the fact that the only new weapons getting added to the game, especially in the master tier, are near impossible to get for 99% of the player base is just insane. For comparison, back in the day, when we were doing the Blizzard event, you would be able to farm the Blizzard event, which was once again our first event that featured crates, farm it hard as hell, and walk out of the event with 10 crates. Some people used to get 12, 13, 15 of these crates per run. Let's say the run was about 30 minutes, they would get about 10 to 15 crates per 10 to 15 minutes. Now, if you play the event, even if you do good, you're getting anywhere from 2 to 3 crates at most. And the only people that are getting 2, 3, 4 crates per run are people that have already maxed out their battle pass, so every level gives them 2 crates instead of 1. So we're talking about being able to get 10 to 15 crates every 30 minutes to now being able to get 2 to 3 crates every 30 minutes. And on top of that, if you sell your stuff back, you're getting 1/4 of the points you used to be able to get before to buy a crate back. Overall, the crate system this time around, in my personal opinion, is extremely scummy, relatively shit, and once again limits the player base to the items they can get in the event. And either you're spending a lot of money or you're no-lifing the crap out of the event. But if you're not doing one of those two things, you're probably gonna miss out on most of these fancy fun items from the event. And that, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much wraps up my complete review of Dead Man's Marathon. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of the event. How have your boxes opening been going? How was your personal experience with the event? What do you think of the gear, of the loot, of the map, of the game mode, all that good stuff? In the comment section below, remember to follow, like, join the Discord, all that good stuff. And for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.